Wedge Antilles, born on Corellia, had a hard life growing up. His parents were freighter pilots, killed trying to save a space station when Wedge was young. He's got a natural ability to lead, and I wouldn't be surprised if someday Wedge became a rogue leader, but he'd much rather be flying missions than attending parades. An excellent pilot, Wedge saved my life at the Death Star, and I owe him. I expect to see Wedge do great things for the Rebellion. Dak is one of the newer, younger pilots, and I don't know him as well. He replaced Biggs after the Battle of Yavin, and is showing promise as an X-Wing pilot. He's still new, though, but what he lacks in experience, he makes up in enthusiasm. He sort of reminds me of myself back when all I wanted was a little excitement and a chance to take on the Empire. Hobby is the skeptic of Rogue Group. He doesn't warm up quickly to new ideas, but he never challenges the authority of his superiors. Hobby just does most of his thinking on the inside. You never hear from him unless he has something absolutely crucial to say. He originally trained at the Imperial Academy with Biggs and Porkins, and he jumped ship at the same time they did too. Since then he's been working in the Solar System, running guns, but now he's been chosen to fly with Rogue Squadron. Zev is a little older than the rest of us. He's probably got a few stories to tell, but he keeps pretty quiet. He joined up some time ago after the Empire killed his parents for secretly supplying the Rebellion. Since then, he's been a great asset, once holding off 3 TIE fighters while an Alliance transport fled into hyperspace. I've only seen Jansen truly happy when he was manning the guns of a Y-Wing or Snowspeeder. He's a gunner, first and foremost. Wedge swears by his accuracy and knack for hitting small moving targets, like TIE fighters. Jansen always has a short temper, though. Many is the time we've had to pull him out of a cantina fight, but I would trust him with my life.
Take an early morning run over Mos Eisley with Wedge Antilles, but keep your eyes open for any suspicious activity. Take an early morning run over Mos Eisley. Take an early morning run over Mos Eisley.
The Incom T-65 X-Wing is the fighter that killed the Death Star. Almost perfect balance of speed, maneuverability, and defensive shields makes this the fighter of choice for Rogue Squadron, except when the mission profile disallowed it. addition to 4 blaster cannons, the X-Wing can carry a number of proton torpedoes. It's powered by 4 fusible thrust engines and requires an onboard astromech droid for peak performance. This is a new craft, fast, light, and unpredictable. The V-Wing carries 2 blaster cannons which can be fired at a normal rate or in the rapid-fire position. Rapid fire is useful for strafing ground targets, but it overloads the cooling units and can often cause a complete burnout. In addition, the thrust engines have been modified to supply an incredible amount of power over a short distance. These are generally used to evacuate a pilot from a dangerous area, as the V-Wing carries no shields and very little armament. That said, the V-Wing is extremely nimble and stealthy, and is an even match for most adversaries. The Y-Wing is the workhorse of the Rebel fleet. It's not quick or flashy, but it gets the job done. The armor on this ship is extensive. The shields will protect you from just about anything, which is good, because you won't be going anywhere fast. The Y-Wing is used mainly as a bomber, because it can carry a heavy payload of missiles, torpedoes, and bombs. The other important weapon is the topside ion cannon, which rather than destroying a target, can disable it for later capture. Our cannons have a computer-assisted auto-fire feature, so don't forget that when you're in the heat of battle. The Snow Speeder, modified with armor plating, stronger outboard laser cannons, and a harpoon tow cable for the rear gunner, is not a true flight craft, but a repulsor craft, so the flight ceiling is quite low. It hugs the ground well and is also quite maneuverable. The addition of deflector shields was deemed costly and time-consuming, so watch yourself. The controls are quite similar to the X-Wing, so don't worry about additional training. The A-Wing is the fastest fighter we have, capable of matching a TIE interceptor in speed. Twin J-77 Event Horizon engines power the craft, and twin blaster cannons provide offensive weaponry. However, what we gain in speed, we lose in defense. The deflector shield capability is significantly less than the X-Wing, so make sure you use your speed to dodge lasers rather than relying on shields. The A-Wing also carries a limited number of missiles.
Good morning, Wedge. The rest of Rogue Squadron is still back at base, but I thought we could take an early morning run through Beggar's Canyon. Luke, I think we've got a problem. Is that my imagination, or are those Imperial probe droids dead ahead? They're attacking the homestead. I'm clear, but my sight was down. Can't fire. The S-4 are closed. Mos Eisley is under attack. We need to assist. Maintain visual scanning. We did it! We saved Mos Eisley! Nice work, Rogue Squadron. We might make a name for ourselves after all.
escort valuable rebel supplies through dangerous Imperial territory over the humid lands of Barkesh.
Rogue Squadron, this is General Riken. One of our shuttles will rendezvous with a small convoy from local resistance on Barkesh, which must first travel through Imperial territory. They carry equipment and supplies vital to the rebellion. Your mission is to rendezvous with that convoy and escort it to the landing zone. Good luck.
Luke, we've already got trouble. Rogue droid, take your targets and go. Good shooting.
All right, Rogue Group. The supply vehicles have begun moving. Their escort will follow shortly.
The smaller craft are the combat vehicles. Stick with the 5 transports.
Watch for enemy fighters.
Rogue Squadron, where's our cover?
That convoy's not gonna last much longer. I'm hit!
The shuttle is clear. She'll pick up the rest of this cargo. The Rebel Alliance will appreciate those supplies, especially after we lost Yavin Base.
Race against time to recover the crew and cargo of a downed rebel ship before the Imperials beat you to it.
Rogue Squadron, this is General Riken. A rebel ship called the Nona recently crashed somewhere in this vicinity. It was carrying a team of rebel soldiers and stolen Imperial equipment. You must find them before the Imperials do.
I'm picking up multiple signals. Ties and coming in fast. Shields are a little weak. They envision scan. Throttle up, Rose. You have to keep searching for the Nona. Right with you, boss. Stay low. Rear shield's down! Ah! I'm clear. We've got fighters down.
The Nona is reporting that they're under attack.
I copy. Okay, Rose. Let's keep the crew out of danger until our shuttle can pick them up. Inbound fighters. I copy. Shields are a little weak.
We've just lost contact with the shuttle. Rogue Squadron, this is General Riken.
I'm picking up multiple signals. Ties and coming in fast. Throttle up, Rogue. We have to keep searching for the Nona. Right with you, boss. Stay low. I'm hit. I'm hit. I'm hit. Rear shield's down. Shields are a little weak.
The Nona is reporting that they're under attack.
I copy. Okay, Rose. Let's keep the crew out of danger until our shuttle can pick them up. Take out those tanks. Inbound fighters. I copy.
lost contact with the shuttle.
Race against time to recover the crew and cargo of a...
The A-Wing is the fastest fighter we have, capable of matching a TIE interceptor in speed. Twin J-77 Event Horizon engines power the craft, and twin blaster cannons provide offensive weaponry.
I'm picking up multiple signals. Ties and coming in fast. Throttle up, Rogues. We have to keep searching for the Nona. Right with you, boss. Stay low. I'm hit! I'm hit! I'm hit. Rear shield's down! Ah! I'm clear, but my fighter's down. Shields are a little weak.
The Nona is reporting that they're under attack.
I copy. Okay, Rogues. Let's keep the crew out of danger until our shuttle can pick them up. Inbound fighters. I copy.
The shuttle is away. Rogue Leader, get your squadron out of there.
Imperial Officer Crix Maydeen wishes to join the Rebel Alliance, but the Empire will do anything to stop him. Protect Corellia from destruction as Maydeen makes good his escape.
This is Luke Skywalker. Go ahead.
I've received word an Imperial officer, Crix Maydeen, wants to defect. Apparently he has a lot of information on the Empire's military ground operations. I'm going to contact him after my meeting with the city officials in the Capitol Tower. Keep your eyes open for any sign of trouble.
Form up. Picking up something strange on my scope. I copy. Increase speed, full throttle. Right with you, boss. Maintain visual scanning. Imperial troops will extend ahead. Our defect must be hotter than we thought. I'm hit!
Repeat, under attack. Get back here as soon as you can. Rogue group, we are under...
You heard him. Full throttle. Back to the city.
They're attacking the city. Rogue group, those bombers are heading straight for it. There are lots of innocent people in here.
Rogue Squadron, this is Crix Medine. The attack came before I could reach Riken, and I'm pinned down in the tech center. Can you get me out? Affirmative. Luke, I've got my hands full. Can you get them? That's the tech center. Crix Medine is inside.
More bombers headed this way.
Yeah, I've got a problem here. Inbound fighters at 1013. Hold on, Wedge. Han, Chewie, well, what are you doing here?
How you doing, kid? Thought I might give you a hand. This is my hometown, after all.
We spotted an Imperial walker on approach to the Capitol Tower.
Chewie says we should start evacuating the people off the top of the Capitol towers.
Use your harpoons and tow cables. Go for the legs. Activate harpoon. Activate harpoon. I've got trouble over here. They just dropped a pair of scout walkers outside my building.
Dispatching a shuttle to evacuate Maydeen. Keep those ties off its back. Thanks, Road Group. I'm clear.
General Reagan!
It's all right, Luke. You held them off long enough. We evacuated everyone just in time, thanks to Captain Solo and Chewbacca. That was never my favorite building anyway.
The cowardly Imperial governor is looting the city, using his luxury yachts to transport stolen goods. Help the citizens of Gerard 5 keep their rightful treasures and stop the Empire in its tracks.
Gerard 5 is attempting to gain its independence, but the Imperial governor is looting the city. Rogue Squadron, you must protect Crix Madine's Y-Wings while they disable the escaping ship.
Don't worry, we're not so helpless.
Remember, let the Y-Wings take care of the yachts. Rogue Squadron flies cover.
Accelerate to attack speed. I'm hit! I'm hit! I'm hit! Nice shot!
One down. Let's keep up the good work.
Rear shield down! Rear shield down!
Rogue Squadron, where's our cover?
We've got to destroy those missile turrets, otherwise the Y-Wings are done for.
Good work! I'm clear, but my fighter is down! Help me out here! Ah! We can't stop the Imperials without our Y-Wings!
We've got to destroy those missile turrets, otherwise the Y-Wings are done for.
Help me out here! I'm hit! I'm clear, but my fighter is down! Rear shields down! Luke, it's Wedge. I'm on the other side of the planet. We've got trouble. It's the 128th TIE Interceptor Squadron. They're the best of the best. Cut the chatter. Wedge, hold them off as best you can. Rogues, we're gonna have company real soon.
Thanks, Rogue Group. I'm clear.
Remember, let the Y-Wings take care of the yachts. Rogue Squadron flies cover.
Accelerate to attack speed. I'm hit! I'm hit! I'm hit!
Rogue Squadron, where's our cover? One down. Let's keep up the good work.
Help me out here. Help me out here. Help me out here. Rear shield's down. Good work. Rear shield's down. Luke, it's Wedge. I'm on the other side of the planet. We've got trouble. It's 128th High Interceptor Squadron. They're the best of the best. Cut the chatter. Wedge, hold them off as best you can. Rogues, we're gonna have company real soon. But not bad. Rear shield down!
Rogue Squadron, where's our cover?
Ah!
I'm clear, but my fighter is down.